Boom! I'm alive. What's up, everybody? Let's see. I don't know if I have anything counting down right now. Yep. Okay. There we go. We good. We live. How's everyone doing? What's everyone up to? Let me know that you're in the chat if you're here. Meredith is in here. Catherine's in here. Jordan's in here. I know we got. Let's see. Oh, Caitlin's in here. I said hey to her on there. Davis is in here. Let's see. We got what? 10 folks in here. We got more people in here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sunday Night Live. We're partying, we're hardy, and we're doing all of those things. As you can see, week 2 of not shaving, keeping the beard growing out, just for you guys. You know, if it weren't for you guys, I'd probably shave. But just because I love you guys, I want you guys to see me with long facial hair because I've never seen what it looks like, and so we're going to all do this science experiment together. Lucas Dunn, hola, what's going on? Sydney Stanley, what's up, girl? Let's see. We got everybody's been like updating their pictures on here, because not everyone used to have like their pictures, and I love that. Jordan, I'm guessing that face is about something besides how much you love my facial hair. I'm sure you meant to do a different picture on that, but that's okay. You clicked the wrong one. But yeah, I'm glad to see that we still got Sydney with the purple background and the little like circle head. I think that's funny and fun. Let's see what's we got going on. Wow, Jordan, you clicked the wrong one 3 separate times this time. So this is weird, man. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you hurt your thumb recently and now it's kind of swollen up and it's harder to type on it. I mean, something like that. No worries. It happens, and we all love you for it, even despite it, I guess I would say. What up, Caleb? How's it going, brother? I don't know about you guys, but this week, maybe the past couple of weeks, it has been very hard for me to keep interest in stuff. Like I'm a big, I love watching new movies and TV shows and stuff like that. But this week I have spent the time I've spent watching stuff, I am just watching back through stuff that I love and stuff that is like old school. And so as I was thinking about that, I had a question for you guys to see if you guys kind of agreed with that, just sentiment in general, but also to ask, what are the movies or the TV shows that you like to go back and rewatch, like when you're bored or when you're whatever, that like when you're like, I don't want to watch anything else. I just want to feel comfortable watching this thing that I love. Like for me right now, I'm watching Parks and Rec for like the 6th time or something like that. You know, The Office, stuff like that I absolutely love. Or even outside of just that question, do you guys have diners, drive-ins, and dive? Jordan, what an excellent choice. I love watching that. Like, so when I'm home with the fam, me, my brother, and Conley, his wife, and her sister, when we're all together, when everyone goes to bed, we just stay up late and watch diners, drive-ins, and dives, and we have a blast. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, says Lucas. For those of you guys who don't know this, Lucas's Xbox name is Ferris Bueller, so clearly he loves that. Meredith says Goonies. Ashley says Gilmore Girls. Ashley, that's a good choice for sure. Lex says Lex. Lex, what do you mean, brother? What's up? Oh, what's up, Lex? Lex, what I'm asking is movies or TV shows that you like to rewatch or whatever because they make you feel safe or comfortable. Or here's another question, and these may kind of be the same answers, but what are some of the movies or some of the TV shows that you have watched the most amount of time? Lucas responds with his own name as well. I'm gonna do mine. There we go. Now we're all doing this game together. I'm gonna do so. So for me, some of the movies that I've seen the most, I'm trying to think. Probably they were when I was younger. Meredith jumping into the game. I love it. Some of the movies that I've seen the most times, like, let's see, probably Mighty Ducks D2. Me and my brother Jay used to watch the Mighty Ducks D2, or it's actually D2, The Mighty Ducks. Love that movie. I mean, like, watching them just completely take down Iceland in those finals just really gets me going. Remember the Titans one I used to watch a ton. Really just probably all the Disney movies I particularly love, and they just came out with, and Ashley reminded me of this today. I love Hercules, the old movie Hercules, which I know you guys have heard me talk about that, because you've heard me sing the song from Hercules. Dragon Tales on repeat. Dude, Dragon Tales was definitely the move. When I was a kid, man, I would watch the same episodes of shows just nonstop because it was just whatever was on Disney Channel at the time is what I used to watch. So I would watch, or Nickelodeon, like SpongeBob, all that stuff. Lizzie McGuire, all of that stuff I watched all of the time. I'm trying to think of other stuff that I have watched a lot that I love. Everybody Loves Raymond is very funny. I love that you watch that. Do you watch that with the fam? I imagine that's probably you watch Hercules today. Meredith, you have had the best day, and we are all so proud of you for that. Man, way to go, Meredith. See, that's why you're my favorite, Meredith. Everyone else, if you want to be part of my favorite, then you should go watch Hercules today. Catherine, Phineas and Ferb is a perfect option. Not only do I love Phineas and Ferb, 1. 2, I think it's hysterical. I think it's one of the I just think it's one of the funniest shows. And my dad absolutely loves Phineas and Ferb as well. He talks about Phineas and Ferb so much. He watches it. If you went to his Twitter account, you'd see a lot of Phineas and Ferb related tweets, which is very weird and funny, which I think is hilarious. So it is what it is. SpongeBob is fire, obviously. The Office, King of Queens, and Family Guy. King of Queens is the one with whatchamadig, right? With Kevin James. If so, good choice. I love Kevin James. Simpsons, The Office, though. Yeah, I'm with you. What's your favorite song from Phineas and Ferb? I don't know. One of my most quoted lines from Phineas and Ferb, though, and so it does directly coincide with a song, is I don't remember the exact episode, nor do I even remember the song off the top of my head, but the quote that I always say is, Clay Aiken and Shaka Khan can't both be wrong. And I say that pretty frequently, much to my chagrin. People don't ever understand it. But it was basically they sang about something. So since they sang about it, then Phineas was like, well, it has to be true because both of them can't be wrong, which I think is hilarious. Moon Cow ice cream is fire. Yeah, sure. I mean, hey, ice cream is comfort in itself. You can watch any movie and eat some Moon Cow ice cream and be good. Andy Griffith Show, says Tate. Anybody else seen Andy Griffith Show? It's nice and it's fun. It's been a very long time since I've seen it though, so I can't speak directly to it because I used to watch it some, but I mean it's literally been since maybe high school. Let's see. Oh, the other question that I had for you guys. OMG, heck yes, Tate. Yes! Exclamation point. And Griffith smiley face. No, it's a song from Phineas and Ferb. Oh, Moon Cow ice cream is fire. Is okay? Yeah, it's all right. That's on me then. My dad is every Andy Griffith show. Oh, has every Andy Griffith show memorized. Jordan, I thought you were about to say my dad is every Andy Griffith character, and I was about to be like, hey, I'd like to meet him. Nonetheless, I'd still like to meet him. Unless I know him. There's a possibility I know. I don't know. Sun Cal is better though. Oh man, good stuff. My other question that I have for you guys is, has anyone done or tried anything new since quarantine life? Like for me, it's not new because like I did it a lot in the past, but it's been a long time. Like I've been running and doing some of that stuff, and have been doing some Nike Training Club workouts. So those have been interesting and kind of new and opening me up to the old world. I also, for the first Miss Erin, I made some of her taco soup by myself, and I was very proud of myself for doing so. I'm trying to think. I actually had this because I had a specific answer to it, and I'm currently forgetting what that was. Oh, speaking of running, since I've been running, I went up and I've been running around Shelley Lake, which is a super cool place. So have you guys been to Shelley Lake before? Because I like it and I think it's nice. I also found out that that is where Ashley runs because she runs because both she lives like over here and I live like over here, but we both have routes that go straight there, like that you can like run on there. Let's see. Skateboarding says Lex, you been cranking any kick flips or what? I've got to be honest. I've never been able to do a kick flip. I could do a heel flip. I've landed a heel flip before, and I used to be okay at skateboarding, and I could ollie pretty high and whatnot. But I love skateboarding. I watch it all the time. I follow it pretty regularly. I watch all of the professional tournaments and whatnot, especially street skateboarding. I'm street over vert or park. Howard says he gave up shaving. Oh, Howard says, gave up shaving, I see. Correct, I did. Howard, this is like the longest that I've ever gone without shaving. It's been like 2 weeks because it looks bad, right? Like, which is fine. But I'm like, hey, I'm holed up here. I don't see people ever other than when I do this and I see all of you guys. But I don't see people in person very often. So I was like, why not just see how it goes? Let's see. Lucas has been coding. Nice. Lucas, coding. Writing some code, making some websites, doing some stuff. How's that been? Are you, Jordan? You keep typing the wrong thing when I talk about not shaving. Whatever. We be shredding, says Lex. Lex, are you able to do any tricks, bro? Let me know in the chat. Obviously, that's the only place that you can. Anybody else? Anybody else done anything new or tried anything new since the old quarantine life? Well, one thing that I've done is my grandparents gave me some like outdoor chairs and so I got them for I have like a little balcony area. And so I've been sitting outside some and that's been really nice. Jordan, it's me voming. Cool. Bro, Lex, if you can land a kickflip, I need video of that like immediately. And then honestly, if you land a kickflip, if I see a video of you landing a kickflip, then I will try my best to get back on a skateboard and see if I can follow suit. I've never been able to land one. We'll see. My dad grew a mustache, says Sydney. Sydney, I'd also like to see that. So however you need to get that to me, I need to see a picture of that. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, so clearly we have nobody else expanding their horizons during this time. I mean, whatever. That's cool. Proud of you guys. You know, not a good idea, Kyle, says Howard. No, Howard. Clearly you don't know who you're talking to. My motto in life is shred or be dead, Howard. And so I'd like to not choose the be dead option. So shred it is for me. So that's what I've got to say on that matter. But, excellent idea, says Lucas. Lucas agrees. Lucas, you going to jump in on the skateboarding train with us, or are you still just killing the biking game? Howard says, I beg to differ. You can't beg to differ on what my motto in life is, Howard. That's not how it works. But tonight, I wanted to jump in. I didn't want it to be too long tonight because I really wanted to, hopefully you guys are going to be able to tonight or sometime this week jump into small group. And I just really wanted that to be the emphasis of tonight. And so I wanted to kind of remind us just of these few verses that we have gone through more than once in our ministry, because they are our ministry verses that great grace students, this is what we want to define us. And I want to read those and talk about those and what they maybe look like in isolation, because I think that they look a little bit different. And so we're going to read Hebrews 10, 23 through 25. It says, let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful. And let us consider toward love and good deeds. Let us not give up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but let us encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. I know that we have talked a lot about like really trying to take hold of our faith during this time and allow us to find where this faith is and like it says to hold unswervingly to this hope that we profess. We say that we love this Jesus. Allow us to live and to love in this faith. And in the same way, let us not give up meeting together. And so, as we're doing this, those are the goals, right? The goals are for me to hopefully bring a little bit of hope to you guys, and for us to bring a little bit of faith and hope to one another. And reading through Scripture is kind of doing those same things. And so, on the other side of that, it's a chance for us to get here and meet together. That's why I love asking you guys questions and us just mess around and talk in the chat and, just spending time together a little bit. I know it's obviously very different. It's one way verbal and it's one way just chatting or typing or whatever. But it is just a chance for us to just kind of, in a way, get together and spend time together. And it is something that I love getting to do every week. It's probably the funnest thing I get to do throughout the week because it's the most I get to hang out with you guys. But as you guys probably know, I mean, with everything, like as I was kind of talking about earlier, like I'm losing interest in stuff really fast, right? I'm just kind of bored and I'm feeling, there's like a little bit of numbness to this, right? Like it's just kind of the same thing every day and it just gets monotonous and all of this stuff. And there's something too that part of that comes from we need to really cling to these verses and say, you know what? We're not going to give up meeting together. We can't do it. We can't do it in person, obviously, but we need to spend our time together. We are a group, we are a family, and that family doesn't just shut down just because we can't meet together. And so we have these things right now, but my goal is that they extend farther than that we're not just sitting in a YouTube chat once a week and that's the time we're spending with each other, but instead we are jumping in with small groups, that we are having Zoom calls or FaceTime calls and we're hanging out. We're spending time together, having fun and doing that stuff to kind of get us out of just the sitting in isolation. But two, that we're able to talk about stuff. Two really cool things happened today. The first is our like, I guess you call it young adults. Our young adult small group met this morning, and the people in there were actually, it was all of the homies. It was Connor and Shannon, Ashley, and then Jen Taylor were all in there with me this morning. And it was just so great to kind of get out of this isolation and just spend time talking to those people and just like talking about like, man, I'm struggling with this right now. Like I was like, man, I'm having a hard time with this whole thing, and then also just being able to celebrate with each other, like Jen's about to get to move back into her apartment and she's going to have some roommates with her and like some stuff like that we're getting to celebrate. And it just reminded me so much of what these verses are saying, of how important it is that as we are clinging to this hope, as we are growing in our faith, that we're still doing that with other people. Because it's hard to do that, right? It's a lot harder to spend and invest time with people when we're not seeing them. When we're together on Sunday nights, then we're all together. You're forced to hang out and to sit together, and you're sitting in a circle for small group every single week. But that's not the case here. We have to take the time and we have to take the plunge and say, you know what? I am going to spend more time with these people. And maybe that even looks like more than once a week. Maybe you do small group, but maybe you have like a fun, like goofy thing where you have like a game night once a week or once every other week or something like that. Maybe you're more active in the text. One thing that happened after small group is our boy Connor hit me up on a text and was just like, hey man, just checking in on you. Like you were talking about some stuff and I wanted to see how that was going. And I just wanted to make sure that you were all right. And stuff like that. And that's not the easiest thing to do, but it's not that hard either, right? It's just Connor saying, you know what? Cal's been in isolation and he talked about some stuff that's going on with him. I just want to make sure he knows I'm there with him, and he knows I'm there for him, and that if he needs anything, that I'm here. And a text like that, I mean, it brightened my day, right? And we all have the ability to do things like that as well, that it doesn't just have to be the one time on Sunday night that we're spending time together, especially as all of us have more time. Let's not just use that time doing nothing or being bored. Let's use that time to really grow together. Let's use that time to spur one another on and to encourage one another. Dude, you my boy Blue. Thanks, Connor. Yeah, sometimes you just got to bug on your boy Connor. I think we can all agree with that. I'd like some amens in the chat. But I say all that to say, guys, like, maybe more so than when we're not in quarantine, these times are times where we need to be together. We need to make the time to step out, to spend time with these other people, with our brothers, with our sisters, and to really reach out to our friends, to check in on them, and to spend time with them, and just to hang out with them and have fun, not only for their sake but for yours. I know for me, like I get, when I get monotonous and when I get whatever, like, I just get so bored in isolation, and it makes me just like so numb to everything. And so, but then when I'm able to spend time talking with everybody and like actually spending time with friends or spending time with you guys, it really wakes me up, and it reminds me how much I love you guys and how much I love people. And it just reminds me of how great God is that he gave us each other. And it's one of the most beautiful and incredible gifts that he's given us, of not only this salvation that we've been given, but also people to live it out with, that we get to share it with people, and that we get to walk through this life with people that we love and that love us. And so that is my goal for tonight, is for us to remember that and to recognize that, to say, hey, don't take this for granted. And also, don't take this time as a time where, oh, I'm not able to really see or spend as much time with folks. Yes, that's the truth when it comes to seeing people and hanging out with people physically, but that shouldn't be the case. If anything, the more time that we have should create more opportunities for us to see and spend time hanging out, talking, texting each other, all of those things. And so tonight, or if you guys have small groups sometime this week and you talk about some stuff, I would love for y'all to take some time to talk about, what does it look like to make your small group, to make our small group the best it can be. I don't want it to feel like something that we just kind of have to do once a week. I want it to feel like something that we get to do, something that kind of brings about some sanity, where we feel like, or we feel like, like, I need something or else I'm going to go insane. And let that be that time where it's like, finally, yes, I get to spend some time with my small group. So maybe that's still meeting once a week. Maybe you're doing a bunch of stuff that you love and that's what you need to do. Maybe it's saying, hey, maybe we do more game nights, or we do more on our text chat, or we're, texting about reading together or something like that. Taking some of the time to do that. But guys, we've been given each other, we've been given community. The Bible is very clear that Christianity and our faith is meant to be lived out in community. And so while that can't happen in person, I think that can happen, and that we can thrive in community through this time. It just takes one or two extra steps for being willing to do it and setting it up virtually and online. And so that's really all I've got for us today. Not a super long whatever thing, but I just wanted to get on, say hey to you guys, say I love you like I always do, and to say, let's not waste this time. Let's not forget that we still have all of these people who we love that can still build us up and encourage us, and let us also be those people that build each other up and encourage each other through everybody's life. And so that's what I've got for us. Once again, I love you guys. I will send out an email for sure. I think we're going to not have Sunday Night Live next week. Next week is Mother's Day. If this is your first reminder, you're welcome. And so, figure out what you're going to be doing for Mother's Day and what you're going to be doing for your moms. I think it's going to be an extra special Mother's Day. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this here that I bet your mom has gone through a lot more than normal for these past few weeks, the past month or two, with all of this going on. I also bet that she's put up with a lot more from you in particular than normal, because you're all living in a small, whatever kind of place. And so keep that in mind, and maybe just go over the top with just loving on your mom this Sunday. And so do that. Also, Ashley says that it's Jordan's birthday on Mother's Day too. All right. Well, everyone needs to tell Jordan happy birthday on Mother's Day, along with telling your mothers happy Mother's Day. But also, Ashley's birthday was yesterday. She turned what, 38, 39, Ashley? Just kidding. I'm guessing. I don't remember. Ashley, I think you're 27. But anyways, everyone needs to tell Ashley happy birthday because it was her birthday yesterday. And so we're going to sing now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ashley. Happy birthday to you. So I hope you guys sang with me because otherwise that would have been very odd and weird. But yeah, that was my choice for a closer for today. And then you beat me to it by shouting out Jordan's birthday. So we'll have to do something special for Jordan's birthday. We'll see. Yay. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy day, says Tyler. Just in general, happy day. But yeah, happy birthday to Ashley. Happy early birthday to Jordan. And happy birthday or early birthday to all of you because it's essentially everyone's early birthday as well. So love you guys. I hope you guys have wonderful weeks. And sorry, Kyle, I think you were the only one singing. Oh, Mathis. Not cool. Mathis, we still haven't raced yet. I still haven't dusted you in a race yet. So just let me know when you want that to happen. Other than that, love you guys, and I will talk to y'all soon. Y'all have fun in your small groups, and peace.